Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy 3MG. What you just saw was the changes and just, I guess, the lead up to what is now Undisputed Boxing. Originally Esports Boxing Club, if I said it correctly, or ESBC for short. We got to talk about this. This is going to be a video about the truth about SCI, which is Steel City Interactive, and the video game Undisputed. So all this is on Google. Nothing was said by any third-party person, staff, nobody, because I don't talk to anyone like that. This was all Google. You could Google everything here. If there was a Reddit rumor, leaks, anything like this, this is going to be just the truth behind everything that's going on with this game, why it's in the current state that it's in, what suggested this game even become a thing, and was it ever on mobile? Because that's a real big thing, which I'm gonna just address this first. So once again, welcome back. We're on the road to almost 89K, so that's exciting. And I appreciate you guys along the way. Thank you so much. But I felt like it's important because when we create the videos that we do, we don't create them with the sole intent, at least for myself, I speak for myself, to hope that my lips is kissing anybody's ass. It's just, I just enjoy playing games. If a game is trash, I might just say, yo man, this fucking game is trash. Or if the game is fire to me, the game might be fire. Undisputed Boxing, I have a love-hate relationship with it for many reasons, but I don't want to jump different places. So this video may or may not be for you, depending on if you have a TikTok brain, or if you just like to chill, relax, and it's a late night and you ain't got shit to do, and you smoking a blunt or doing meth. I don't know what the fuck you doing your side hustle, but whatever. Steel City Interactive was founded in February of 2020. During COVID, that was like peak COVID. Everybody out here was getting sick. It was bad. I was in New York working at the hospital at that time, and it was bad. It was founded by Ash Habib and his two brothers. Again, on Google, you can see it. Asif and Assad. Forgive me if I pronounce the names incorrectly. And from all the details that I've gathered here in addressing whatever mobile game, whatever was going on, it seemed from Reddit users, leaks and everything, that there was components of the game that may have led towards it being a mobile game. And it makes a lot of sense, right? The game at its launch, at its official launch, fuck early access first, at its official launch felt like a rock'em sock'em, like you could just power punch your way through fights. It was short rounds, up to 8 rounds. You could just power punch to death, no stamina. And for me, this is not allegedly, this is me assuming, it kind of came off like one of those NFT pay to win mobile game kind of things. Like you would pay for power-ups or pay for stuff like that, because if you look at the UI, you could tell that the changes, I guess, if it was true that this was supposed to be a mobile game, the transition over to console is why the layout of the game looks very bare bones, and then the focus on gameplay was to be more prioritized, meaning like the UI is very simple, like a mobile game, like straight career, create, online play, rank, and the ranking system is not as in depth. It has like mobile game like properties to it. Now again, I'm not saying, and no, I haven't spoke to no one ever told me anything about this being a mobile game or not. I don't know if this is confirmed. This is all information that I see a lot of people saying that they're friends with whoever, or rumors, leaks, whatever. Just the way you was able to just throw power punches, it never really seemed too accurate to simulation. The game's graphics looks pretty good, but it just did not resemble too much like simulation. Now it seemed like Steel City Interactive saw a vision and they wanted to push and get this actually to more eyes and not have it on mobile, because where we are at now, there is no boxing game, and honestly sports games in general are not at the peak where it used to be back in the days. And whoever had this creative vision to want to bring it on PC and consoles, a genius. Now the truth is, when you look it up on Google, Steel City only got like 66 to 75 employees. And at this portion of the video, in no shape or form am I going to sit here and defend anyone. This is just the truth of things and why this game is in its current state, and why I'm more relaxed, but I can also show my frustration towards this game because of me being a fan of boxing video games, and then also me just pissed off that, like, God damn it, man, we waited 4 years and I fucking paid for this game. And, you know, so I can understand that. But again, at no point am I defending the game. I enjoy the game. Sometimes the game is playable and sometimes it really is not playable. And it's very frustrating. That's why I haven't streamed it as often as I would like to. Now, 66 to 75 employees. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit ain't even enough to send out blast emails for fucking notifications. 66 employees can't get shit done. Now, not to discredit them, I'm talking in general. When you hear about developers and teams making AAA games with a AAA budget, and what that means is AAA is a game that has a higher budget. It's a bigger budget game. It's an indie developer company, but the budget for this game was a lot. You can clearly see with all the boxes, the license boxes that they have, some you may or may not know. Nonetheless, these boxes had to get paid. There's a lot of content on here. Even getting the names with Riyadh Season and all the collaborations that they've gotten with CompuBox and everyone else that's involved, that all requires some sort of monetary or incentive. So this game cost a lot of money, clear as day. So we can honestly say, oh, this may be a indie developer team, but they're creating a AAA budget title. That's what equates to becoming a AAA. So again, this is a team that had too much ambition and had a creative big vision for a title, but did not have the full resources, meaning the manpower, to kind of flesh out and put out a product like this. And you're probably wondering, why the fuck would you put this game out? I think in the course of 4 years, the progress that was made from this team, who probably did not even see this game being the way it is currently, was probably a huge step anyways. When you look at indie developers, there's guys who made that, I forgot the shooter game. It's like a realistic looking shooter made by 2 dudes. That's impressive. But if Activision made that game, we'll be hauling ass right now because it's very bare bones. We would be getting at them wondering, why the fuck did you like drop a product that don't really have that much going on? But when it's made by 2 guys, the expectation, the bar is set very low, and how fun that game is, and it puts them over the top. The difference with Undisputed is they put a lot of statements out there being one of the most simulative games, the most realistic boxing games ever made. This is gonna be top of the line, 250 boxers, all licensed, all this, realistic. When you put yourself out there, you could become the next Concord. Concord, one of PlayStation's IPs, $500 million budget, is no longer around. And why? Because the game was generic, and for whatever other reasons that it had, the game failed miserably. So this team of only 60 to 75, we'll just say 75, went ahead and put out this product and took a big risk. My respect is the risk that they've taken. And without them, EA would have never, the truth is again, the truth about Undisputed and Steel City is, had they not dropped this fucking game and made that 1 million in sales, these little rumors of EA and all these other entities that are saying now that EA has Fight Night on the table now, we would have never seen that, because EA is a company right now currently that's not here in the market to put out a product that's not going to get the money after the release of the game. Meaning after 6 months of a game's release, they're already on to the next product, the part 2 of whatever, a Madden 26, whatever the case may be. But because there's MUT and other modes in these games that can bring them in money, of course they're gonna stick to that. Fight Night didn't have any of that. Fight Night Champions sold miserably. They didn't have any of that. I think Undisputed selling over 1 million copies, whether digital or physical, whatever the case, that spoke a lot to EA. From an indie developer, that spoke a lot to EA, because Fight Night Champion only sold 1.2 million at its, I guess, peak. I don't know how much now, but that doesn't even matter. So them now wanting to make a boxing game, that wouldn't have happened had these guys not put the money behind Undisputed and getting licensed boxers. So that speaks volumes to me. Again, that doesn't make or break or take away from the fact that this game is fucked up. We're gonna get to all this very shortly. Sorry, I rubbed my nose and I realized I didn't have my nose ring on. I normally put it on because it makes my face look skinny. Now I'm still fat. Anyways, let's talk about it. So this video is important to me, and I'm hoping that you guys can see it from a certain perspective. Again, no way, shape, or form, these opinions are mine only. I don't speak for every other content creator. I do watch a lot of them because I respect their opinions on this product, because I can get a sense of people are tired of where gaming is right now. And that's the next part of this video that I wanted to get into. And then we're going to come back to Undisputed and Steel City. Okay. So over the last 10 to 15 years, gaming is dog shit. We have gotten some beautiful games. Let's not discredit the fact that we got some gems. In my opinion, I loved Power World. I loved every second of it. They're going through whatever they're going through and whatever. I haven't played in a long time, but I loved it for the time it came out. I loved Helldivers. I love God of War. I love Horizon Zero Dawn. I like a lot of games. There's a lot of games that were very good. However, back in 2013 when GTA came out and all these other games, we was already introduced to the black market with Call of Duty, which was a somewhat illegal gambling system that was in COD, with the odds of you getting a good item was fucking next to none. They could not do that anymore, and they had to disclose the percentages or the odds. That was insane. That ruined gaming. And then what led to that was Star Wars Battlefront 2 pay to win system. It cost almost $1,000 or whatever amount just to get good content or good pieces of content items in game, which then led to that game falling off and making a huge comeback about a year or two later. That fucked up gaming. Then all of a sudden, live services, all of a sudden pay to win, all of a sudden free to play. And then guess what's the biggest of all time that changed gaming? Two of the biggest juggernauts right now, still to this day. GTA Online with shark cards and Battle fucking Royale. So all the risks with Killzone Shadowfall type games and all these games, the Forza Horizons and all these, and also Japanese RPGs and all these other RPG games, action, role play, whatever. All these games took a step back. They took a seat because the shift in video games became dog shit. AKA when GTA came out, all their remastered products or whatever games that they were supposed to put out had been canceled and at a halt. They just confirmed it this year. Bully 2, fuck Bully 2. Agent, whatever that game was, fuck it. The remaster for GTA 4, never gonna come out. Why? Because GTA Online made them billions upon billions of dollars. So we had GTA for 10 fucking years and we just got an announcement for GTA 6 several months ago. Also, Battle Royale. H1Z1 was a failure because their online service was dog shit. The guy left to go work for Crafton for PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. That game is still successful, but it still didn't break the market, except for the mobile market. But then guess who came in? Motherfucking Epic Games and Fortnite. Fortnite in 2017 broke the ceiling for video games, and we have never been the same since. That has been the most successful NFT meta world as video game I've ever seen in my life. And what I mean is that companies are paying Epic Games to feature their artists or to feature their content on that game. That game is one of the most successful metaverses or meta worlds and NFTs in the market right now. That game is nonstop. I can't even blame them. That game is so fucking amazing. I hate it. You know what I mean? But that's what it done to gaming. So the point where all these A-list, B-list, C-list, D-list, F-list, whatever the fuck you want to call them, developers, indie devs, they're no longer taking risk at making unique games. Everybody, even at the mediocre scale, are making battle royale games to try to get a quick dollar and then getting the fuck out. They don't even have to exceed expectations. They're just trying to get their foot in the door and they're just in and out. That's the same thing what happened with Call of Duty success. Everyone was trying to make a shooter. Somebody was trying to make a shooter and they just all failed. People went back to Call of Duty. Everybody's trying to make some sort of battle royale, but they're trying to dip their foot in the water and get their foot through the door and make a couple of dollars. Now, why does this relate to Undisputed Boxing, you might ask? Where the fuck did we come from with this? I'll tell you. This is where I take full responsibility for my interest in it. Because we stopped seeing developers take risks. Look at Ubisoft. Ubisoft is in one of the most biggest shitters of all time. Look at X Defiant, Skull and Bones, fucking Assassin's Creed. Look at all their titles. Ubisoft used to be a juggernaut. EA used to be a juggernaut. That shit is crazy. look at where we're at with video games. We either gonna see a remastered or remake, but we won't see no fresh IPs come from them. It's just not prevalent. Like, we're just seeing the same shit. So when an indie developer decides to say fuck it, whether they came from a mobile background, I don't know, and they decide, and I'll tell you why I'm assuming it's mobile, and they decide to say fuck it, we're gonna pay boxers, because you know these motherfuckers want money. We're gonna pay boxers, and we're gonna drop this product on PS5, Xbox, and PC. I had to tip my hat to them and say, holy shit. Activision, corporate billion-dollar company, Microsoft, billion-dollar company, Sony. They tried it with Concord, but it wasn't an original theme. It was just like it was a fucking hero shooter that we already seen this shit. And all these other companies, they're not taking these risks. So there is a little part of me that's like, I need this game to be good, man. It's boxing. We haven't seen boxing in 10 years. We didn't see college football in 10 years. Are you serious? We didn't see college football, and guess what? College football outsold Madden. College football was the best-selling sports game this year. That spoke volumes. I hope EA realizes there was a market for it. Where there's no market is when it's oversaturated. And right now, there's no spaces being filled. There's no creative vision going on in games right now. Why does that bother someone like myself? Because now I transitioned my gaming channel to being mostly retro and wrestling. And then, of course, I added Undisputed to that palette. Or else I would just be playing only new games. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just where we at right now. And gaming has been in a clusterfuck. So that's the only reason why I tip my hat to Steel City, because ain't no motherfucker in this planet was trying to do it. I'm just being honest. Now that doesn't spill the fact that that game is fucked up. That game, bitch, I get punched when motherfuckers is down the block at a corner store. Motherfuckers be at the bodega and I'm still getting punched on. I'm lagging, bitch. There's a lot of problems with that game. And the Lupe Fiasco song in there is not streamer friendly, motherfucker. They need to fix that shit. That flow like a butterfly bullshit is not a bad song. But pound for pound, it's giving me strike for strike. It's claiming for claiming. Not a strike, but it's claiming my videos, okay? So please remove that song. It's claiming me. But outside of that, that's the only reason. And in hopes, once I started seeing that they got decent looking graphics and they're scanning real life boxers, like, oh shit, it's not like it's no name boxers, meaning like default names. Like, when you played MLB, they would have like Barry Bonds as a legend, but he wouldn't have his name, or Michael Jordan was in a 2K game, but it would have like his likeness or his dunk packages, but it wouldn't have him because they didn't want to pay him. Like shit like that. They actually got official shit. So I'm having hope. The problem is y'all put the ceiling too high. And the truth of the matter is we don't have the tolerance to accept it, because had you just came out as an indie game with these features, we would be more understanding with the bullshit and just hoping and praying and rooting for y'all to fix it. But we went through early access. We went through listening to the promises that were not really made. You guys weren't giving us the updates that's necessary. In this game, there's a lot of back end shit that a lot of people didn't know. Let's get into it. This game is developed using the Unity engine. That engine sucks. That engine is crack juice. You hear me? That engine is used on mostly mobile games. Okay. Not only that, Deep Silver, I think, is their publisher, but Play On Games is a part of that team in collaboration, I think. Play On Games, I fuck with y'all. We've done sponsored content on Raid Shadow Legends. That's a mobile game company. They own Raid, I think, if I'm not mistaken. When you download Raid Shadow Legends, it's under their client. So holy shit, how can people not assume that this was a mobile game at one point? I don't know, but seeing that the team is now looking to switch over to Unreal Engine 5 due to their LinkedIn and them trying to hire people gives me high hopes that, oh shit, they really see the vision for this and they want to put this on a much more smoother engine. Because the reason why I'm getting punched on my dick and I'm getting fucking rock'em sock'em and they fucking punching me and shoving their ass in my face without me knowing, without consent, is because bitch is under a shitty ass engine under a fucking mobile company. So I don't know. The punches ain't fucking punching, bitch. I punched somebody today and they were still like this, and I didn't even know they were on the floor. The shit is not punching, bitch. Sorry. But my thing is, cool. Well, you see, I have to respect the viewers now for being pissed off, but my vision is a little bit different. Yeah, I'm frustrated too. But I'm like, oh shit. Yo, they need to move to Unreal Engine. While the fans of this game and just fans of boxing is like, yo, man, we got fucking scammed. I can't blame them for feeling how they feel. I just have a different lens because I've been in this motherfucker for like 10 years, man, on YouTube and Twitch. So like, I'm viewing things so different, but it's not fair for me to just not educate y'all, at least not fill y'all in on why I view shit a certain way. But it still doesn't make it right. It's not okay. The game is fucked up. But yes, that's why the speculation on Undisputed 2 is a thing. Because could they even remove Unity and switch over to Unreal Engine right now? Could they? If they could, please, motherfuckers, move. Please move that bitch to Unreal, please. Because look, China, they frauding. They using GTA 6 assets in their game called Paradise. Y'all can move y'all shit to Unreal Engine 5. Please move it today, please. But that's what I'm basically saying. The sad truth about it is they didn't have the adequate resources. The team size was also small. They just had a larger than life vision. And I guess they're seeing what happens when you lay out this plan, this blueprint to hardcore fans. We're not talking about a TTS game or a game that's like, it had like fucking party games for friends and shit like that. You dipped your foot in a space that people were waiting for and were missing for years. Like, that's dangerous. So to see that you guys dipped your foot in that, I hope y'all understand like the critical feedback y'all getting, because y'all made it very apparent like y'all the big dogs when it came down to bringing real life simulation boxing. So we're gonna hold you to that standard and hold you accountable for that. That's why I can understand it from a fan's perspective. And just a sidebar, I kind of get annoyed sometimes when some of the viewers don't realize motherfuckers don't have to get paid to say that they enjoy this game sometimes. For the most part, I have a lot of fun playing with friends. I don't have fun playing this live as much because I feel like I'm forcing fun on a game for y'all when I see bullshit happen. And I feel like when I bitch a lot live, it's just not a fun watch unless I'm raging and y'all see me getting fucked up. But I think when people enjoy this game, there's a side where people just don't fuck with the game. There's a side where people do fuck with this even after the patch. And there's people that's like in the middle, and I'm in the middle. Oh, I love playing this game. I got like over 100 something hours across consoles and PC. Yes, I love playing this game. But I also fucking hate playing it when I have to make a video or when I genuinely just want to see like what's going on tonight. Let me go play this game. And motherfuckers is kicking and pushing me. Like, I don't know what the fuck going on because I can't see it. So yes, without rambling, because this was a lengthy video, this was the truth. Steel City Interactive, man, they took one of the biggest risks. This team started in 2020. It was 3 brothers. One of the main ones who I guess puts his face out there is Ash Habib, so kudos to him. And he's been taking all the criticism. I've heard that he's seen many of our videos, and I'm glad, because had they been softies, you know, they would be like EA. EA don't like nobody talking bad. But the realistic part about it is it's a cutthroat industry. We're talking about sports, boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we paid money. So that's what it is. We paid money. If this game was free to play, we wouldn't even be on here complaining the way we complain. But there was money involved in this. And then you drop in Jake Paul and his big ass nipples next week. Like, there's a lot of shit going on. If you made it far to this video, type Jake's nipples in the chat. I'm just saying. But yeah, man, that's my truth. That's the truth about Undisputed and Steel City Interactive. Small team, big vision, not that much resources. And I gotta tip my hat to the team. No way, shape, or form am I defending them, but tip my hat to the team for wanting to be that quote unquote lab rat. Because who the fuck want to take a risk in 2024 when games like Concord, who was back behind Sony, couldn't even last a week on the shelves? $500 to $600 million budget couldn't be a week on the shelf? That's unheard of. That's one of Sony's biggest failures of all time. That game looked like parents who was cosplaying. That shit's worse than Avengers. The Marvel Avengers game, they got D-list. That shit was like 20 cents. I bought 5 copies for all my friends. That game sucked. Yo, sorry. Hey, that's where I'm at with it. Drop your comments below. Hopefully I understood where I came from with all this. If I babble, type in Yapper of the Year. I should have won Yapper of the Year. But I just felt like I should tell y'all this. This is why I treat this game a certain way. And I'm really a wrestling fan at heart. I know everything about wrestling. That's why I love playing wrestling games on my channel. But I've been trying to dabble amongst everything. But man, when it comes down to boxing and UFC, I used to always post that. But shit, man, Undisputed, y'all fucking killing me. Man, I'm getting fucked up. Punches not fucking punching. Fuck, yo. I'm out of here, man. It's your boy 3MG on the road to 89K. Next year, chat, I'm gonna buy a Benz. I don't know, man. I'm trying to put goals and shit. Undisputed content is gonna help me buy a Benz, yo. I'm out of here. I love y'all so much, man. Thank y'all so much. I need this car. I need my money. Bye. Peace.
It'd be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. All right. They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for him.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
They block the hook. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Miss with that jab. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali?
Good shot. His legs have gone, that's it.
He had his moment, but has it gone by?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Holding nothing back here in the round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about championship material.
And win this round. Get everything in the... What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. You got to focus back, get a jab back. It's boxing. Just be smart. Win this round. You had every...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Can't land that jab. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight. And there's the bell to start the round. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
No one would have blamed him if he didn't get up, but here we go again, and this could get ugly.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, so you got away with it. You can do it again.
They got out of the way of that right hook. It's a good start to the round for this guy. Well, he's back up, but now what, Johnny?
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you.
Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.